Welcome back. Y'all, this is crazy. Look at this. Oh shoot. Big O red bar. Oh shoot. Completely wiped out. I was gonna go short, but this thing is wiping out. I'm gonna have my stop like about here. Violently erased. That red bar was actually prime location to go short off that 200 right here, below everything. Prime location to go short. I didn't take it though because I was in the bathroom. But next thing I know, this thing boom. So I'm going one lot here on the violent reversal of that. So ideally, this thing stays above this. We get a bounce back into the 200 here, and a color change. I'll add on that. Move the stop a bit tighter because I only have one lot on right now. There's a lot of resistance this has to get through, so don't know. But this this is momentum. That's violence. Oh yeah, look at Baba. That is violence hitting into that 200. Loki should have bounced or fell back a little, but ooh, Disney, beautiful. Gonna look to join this long later on the pullback. JPM also beautiful. My goodness. See that? Tail bar. Merc looked like it might drop actually on this 180. Gaps down, fills the gap. This actually on all time frames looks like prime location to go short below all the resistance. Let's check out S-Bucks. This tail maybe, but got some overhead resistance. But Baba though. That Baba and Disney though. Ooh, that was the move. That really was the move. You get a tail bar right here. Entries there. Stop there. This already got 1-to-1 for sure. Baba, violence, boom. You get your drop here, you see? Do you see it? Do you see the vision? Right here, back to the 200. That could have been ads there. Boom. Start taking profits here. That's crazy. I missed it though. So I'll be looking for ads. I'm not sure where to take profits on this, but I probably should break even. Yeah, I'm gonna break even, at least. I'm up $1. I'll update y'all if I do something different. I guess you get the first color change ad here. Didn't pull back how I wanted it to, off to 200, but I'll look to take some off or the only one lot I have at 106, the whole number, and this 200 here. I probably should lock in break even. To be honest, I probably should lock in the bottom of this big bar. That thing's massive. Yeah, that's what I'll do. My stop is chilling here. Right here. Need to check out Disney and Baba for the drop so that I could take some profits or join the long. I don't know if I want to go long here yet. This location was really good right here to go long off these support. Literally nothing is in the way except this. You don't see anything here. It's about to bust through that 200, that 20 or something. Let me throw an order up to 106. I gotta see the way that this reacts though. If it bounces up crazy, like it'd be pretty dumb to just take profit. But there is a reason why the resistance here. I could look to lock in 105, the whole number. That'd give me about 70 cents. It's getting pretty mature. Or a lot of movement. If you think about this whole thing is 1, 2, 3, maybe one more into the 200. I'm gonna give it some space to try to hold this 20. Yeah, I think I should lock in 105 at the minimum, because if it breaks that, it's gonna break that 20. It's gonna break this 20. Yeah. Or this thing could pop up to 107, to be honest, which is crazy. I'm not, when price moves so quick like this, it kind of freaks me out because, you know what, I'm gonna move it up to here. It kind of freaks me out because I don't know where to add quite yet. Y'all, I'll be back to use the restroom. Emergency. We are back, y'all. It seems like we had just gotten stopped out at the whole number. 104.96 at least. Bit of slippage. I don't really want to take this. There's cleaner trades out there, like Disney. Damn. And Baba. Because this has so much room to move. Same with this now that it's above the 200. This as well. This has room to move to 91. Except for the hourly, but waiting on a pullback. Best entry for this was probably here on that hidden. Enter there. Stop here. Get your 3 bars of follow through. 1, 2, 3. Now it needs to pull back. So I'm just waiting on the pullback. JPM was also nice. This is textbook, bro. Tail, boom, stop here, over here even. Thing's a beauty. 1, 2, 3 bars of follow through. And then now it needs to pull back. Split this in half. Or split this in half. Yeah. This isn't, see, that's where it failed, that 15-minute. So if we take a long, we're going to have to consider that. So Disney might look the best because it has nothing, or Baba. And Disney, man, that thing was textbook too. Like, damn. Here, get your tail bar. Enter here at 83.04. Stop at 82.56. That's basically a 2-lotter. 2-lotter, where do you get your head? Here? Maybe 2 lots. Take some on the big bar, because that thing gave you about $1. Add 2, move your stop to the middle of the big bar maybe. And then bar by bar, you're out here. Yeah. AMD, I think it could still go up, because like the momentum is crazy. But now it's got some obstacles to get through. I'd rather just like even square. This is clean, nothing in the way. No, I'd rather just wait on the cleaner charts for a pullback. That broke through the 8, that's irrelevant. This thing is pretty damn extended. If it triggers here, I would not want to take it. It's so far from the 20. CVX, this 15-minute bar on CVX looks good, but you got the 200 right there. Yeah, just gonna wait for a Disney or a Baba Long. Oh, boom. Apple seems to be dropping now. This is a pretty violent 5-minute bar. Potential to go short on the Jibby, getting color change. Baba, JPL, Disney. Here, let's wait for something clean. In AMD, honestly, if I was finesse, I probably could have entered this earlier. If I was finesse, a bit heavier, 2 lots at 25, 50-cent stop. Stop here, because I got the 200. Add here. Take profits at the top of that Fab 4. Basically getting into that 200. I believe this could still go up for the day, but it won't be the cleanest, compared to, like, look at this chart. It's all white space. This looks clean as hell. Just needed to pull back right now. This might be the actual trigger. Not gonna lie. Might be the 13 though. Because look at it. It is off this 200, which is probably gonna be pretty strong support. But I'm betting on that double dip. I want the 20 to get closer. So we wait. I'll be back when something is about to set up. Disney might go here. I don't like this too much though because it's far away from the 20. But you do get the lower highs finally triggering here. I don't even think that's off the 8. What is that off of? The 13? Not even. But the only good thing about it is that it stayed above 50%. This might go without me. Bob was doing the same thing, I think. Honestly, I'd want this to hold the 200 and not break back below. So if it did trigger off this 20 right here, or this 13, I'd take it. Oh shoot, there's JPM triggering. The pullback on this is pretty deep though. I'm not gonna lie, 50% is here. The thing with this is this 200. But it triggered at this 20, at this 8. But I want Disney or Baba because they have the most space. So I'm gonna just wait. I might try this if it triggers right here. Right here. This will be 3 ladder, 28 cent. That's 63. Disney might go without me, I'm not gonna lie. But it is what it is, for real. Square. This was nice, pulled back, held. It's just all green, it looks good. Merc, oh, we were trying to eye out that 180. Did say it filled the gap and could potentially drop here. Not in this bar, but it did it in this bar. And that was some nice follow through. Good location on the 5. Good location on the 15. This is getting sloppy now. Typically when I enter, when the MA gets above the price like that, and I enter, let's just try it. We'll go 4 lots there. Because we got this 5-minute 200 as well. 53 minus 25. Our stop is at 28. We'll just get out at 35 below this. Right here. This one's off the rising 13. Yeah, like I said, these are the ones that struggle if they don't go right away, but I do want this 200 to hold anyways. This is a 17. I low-key could put 6 lots on this. We'll go one more. Entry at 53, stop at 35. $0.18 stop. Still following our risk, so it's valid. This needs to go on the 200. 2 minutes left. What this needs to do on the 15 is trigger this RBI right here, like so. Continue with 3 bars of follow through. Let's get this to the 200. And 2 minute needs to trade above this 13. If it starts slacking, the 13 is just going to be rising and price is going to start falling below, and it's going to get sloppy, which is what I don't want. This thing could very easily double dip to the 20 right now, take me out. Out at 35. It's getting sloppy, it's not following through right away, which means it's going to be under the 13 now. Next 5 minute bar needs to follow through. Yeah, it's getting sloppy. This was something I didn't want. Might be sloppy enough to take me out and trigger again though. I see 35, I'm getting out at 35. Alright. Took an L there. Well, time to see if the 20 holds. It's still valid if this 20 triggers. I'll take it. Disney on the 5 minute looks good. I don't like the look of this anymore on BABA, so we might have to cross that out, because for BABA for price to go back up, it has to go back into this 200. Square, we could look for a pullback. Merc, a pullback. JPM's went, bro. This thing triggered and went. You know what, for how small this risk was, and this hasn't even hit the 200 yet, it's valid. This already got 2 to 1, and it's not even at the 200 yet, so that's a trade I could have taken. I want this a bit closer. Baba could still trigger. I just like it's still above that 50% mark, which is good. If it triggers here, that's good. Damn, this thing is going. Might wait for this to trigger on the 5 and take it there. Off the 8. It's finally retraced back. 200's pretty close here though. This looks good on the 15 though. We're waiting on Disney. Disney, Merck. Merck's trade was clean. Filled this gap. Triggered the 180. That thing was just a beauty. You get the pullback now to this 20, to this 8. It'll probably continue down. It's trading below this 200 now, so it could just keep dropping. CVX might trigger. Long. Baba I don't like still. Disney getting closer to where I want it. Missed the beautiful entry at the beginning. But here's your pullback. This thing should be able to trigger over the top. Nothing in the way on the 2, 5, and 15 except for this on the 1 hour. But that is $1.50 away, which is honestly enough to make a lot of money. Alright, we're waiting for this thing to trigger. Either one of these. This triggers at 18, I'm taking it. It's about a 25-cent bar. Four lots on it. If it triggers, I take it. If it triggers, I take it. Baba not looking good anymore. Square, yo, this shit going crazy. Don't tell me this was the pause right here. This was the pause, triggered again, and going. That's crazy. The follow through on some of these. This triggered off the 5. Let me focus on Disney in case this thing triggers. I'll put 4 lots on at 18. Oh no, it's not triggering. Thing's so beautiful though. AMD AMD low-key might start going again. This one's the pause version. This is where it gets sloppy. I don't know if I could take this on the next trade. 04, stop at 88, 16-cent stop. That's a 6th lotter at 04. But this is about to break the 20. I could look for this thing to exhaust, get climactic. Then if I get a narrow range bar at the top, I could try a counter short. Merc. This thing is effortless. Boom. Get you 3 pushes. Take profit, pull back. Take profit on the new low. And now you're trailing the rest. These are the ones where I talk about it getting sloppy. So if it does trigger like this, I'm not going to take this one. I'll wait for the color change that happens above the MA. Same with this. I'm not going to take the first one. I'll wait for it to pull back or pop up above. Apple. This is what we were talking about. The drop, the bounce, and the short. That was it. It was nice. Drop. Now you know the direction. Short, you want to go short. Pulls back. Boom, boom, boom. Triggers under the low. This bar is like what? 13 cents, 15 cents. That's like a 6 lotter. 6 lotter on this. Went like 5 R's. Well, you definitely got the new low. I would say you got 3 pushes into that whole number, 78. Thing's a beauty. I'd want to pull back on square, but this thing seems to be power turning off the 8 or something. Yeah. Boom. Get the pause right here at the 8. Potential trade right here on Apple off the 8 MA. 50% of this leg. Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Next bar triggers. Like this. Good potential to go short. Stop at 34. It's a 4 lotter at 11. 4 lotter at 11. And yeah, this is a line on all time frames that has room to move down. It's a 4 lotter at 11. I could try it. 20 more cents or 20 more seconds. Ten more seconds. This thing triggers at 11. I'll take 4 lots off the declining 8. I need 11 though. This thing even pops above. I don't want it. It should go now. AMD low-key looked like it could go 20. It was piercing below. 20 is low-key hooking up now. Here. Stop here. But it is kind of sideways. And it is into this 200. But I see the vision. I feel like it might pop up. Yeah. There's the vision. Let's see how it goes through that 200. I feel like this thing might pop up easy because it just took a break for like a whole hour. What was the one I was just looking at? Apple. Yeah, that thing is not triggering. Merck could still trigger here. I'm gonna trade AMD. It's igniting again. I probably should have just taken that. This thing's probably gonna follow through with relative ease. 53 minus 14. 40 cents, that's a 2-lotter. Would have been a 2-lotter right here. Stop here. Probably could have even been a 3 or 4 if you used the alt stop. This thing popped up. It's now above the 200. I could see this moving to here. The 1 hour 20 is right there. If this gives us an RBI, I'll take that. Why not? Why not? Thing needs to stay small though. In at 15. Stop will be at 92. That would be a 4-lotter at 15. I don't typically like to play the RBIs though because they're kind of far away, in my opinion. But if it triggers, I'll try it at 15. 4 lots at 15. Okay. Or this thing could pull back, retest this base. Oh shoot, is it going? $15.86. I have to calculate off the new numbers. It'll be a 3-lotter at 15. 3-lotter at 15. What the freak? 3 loaded at 15. My stop is right here at 85, 86. One cent below this bar on the RBI. This bar's low is 87. I have my stop at 86. Yep. Perfectly position sized. If this thing goes, it goes. The best trade would have been this one. I just sensed it because look at it. This was sloppy. This was sloppy. But this one was just a wick below. And this one couldn't even break below. Popped up. Look at that. And you get a beautiful igniting bar. Triggered over the top. That's why I don't like to trade these too much, because I feel like they stop out too much. I'd rather have my stop below the 20 to invalidate me. Like that just damn near stopped me out. It need to go. No ads yet. If I add, my stop basically has to be in the same place. So I'm adding risk. I'm adding to a loser. Not seeing follow through, but I will take one more trade if it triggers at this 8 or this 20. Comes back and treats this base as support. I will take one more long, and that'll be my last trade for the day. Ooh. So Apple didn't trigger here, but it might trigger right here. Off this 8 and 200 as well. That low-key looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. So AMD just took us out. What was that? Minus 93 bucks. The hooking 8 here. I don't really trade with the hooking 8 though. Square, man. Imagine you got this tiny acorn right here. This is like a 7-cent bar. Imagine that. Boom, boom. That's like 20 R's right there. Damn. This isn't looking good. The 15-minute, however, has potential. In my opinion. Square is nuts. Look at that base. Elephant. That's 2. You get your first color change. That's 1 or 2. Stop here. Thing just grinding. Bar by bar gets out here, but why would you bar by bar already? This. Now you're trailing. Holds to 8, you're adding. Take some. You're out on bar by bar, you're out there. It's about to break the 8, it looks like. This is that same thing with Baba right here. How if this triggered long, now it has to go through that 200. So it would have been good if it just followed through already. What seems to be the problem clearly is this 1 hour declining 20. That is pretty problematic. My entries were at 106.15 now that I look at it. Pretty much the highs right before it got rejected off that 1 hour 20. So we got to note that. We need something clean. Apple. Probably should have taken that. That was the cleanest one. Let me see. This thing's grinding as well. Ooh. That's pretty violent. That thing wiped out like this whole chunk. That's pretty violent. This might drop pretty viciously. Disney started grinding too for some reason. Probably give myself one more trade for today. And it probably should have been this one. Boom, bounce off that drop. Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Technically triggers on this one. Your stops here. But I could have gotten it on this one, which is 18-cent stop. 5 lotter. 5 lotter right here. Already 2 to 1. About to get 3 to 1. I could only wait for a pullback now. Alright, I'll be back. I got one more trade today. You know what? The move is short. 1 hour. Fill this gap in. Boom, 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 boom. This finally triggered right here. Off the 1 hour 20. A tail bar plus. Off this 5 minute. 15 minute. Yeah, you got the rising 20, but look at this bar. I mean, if this 20 wasn't here and you're just trading price, like, bro, look at the bar. The whole goddamn thing is like huge. So we gotta find a short entry on this somehow. That Apple though, we missed it. We missed it. It was there. We were there when it triggered, but we didn't take it because we had that AMD going. but thing went. Honestly, if you're bar by barring this, you get out here. It's a thing of beauty, bro. It's a thing of beauty. Look at it. Bar by bar. Bar by bar will get you out at the new low too. Perfect profit take. You got new low. You definitely got 3 pushes. And how many R's is this? That's one bad. Oh, 100 right there. 200. 300. 400. About to hit 500 right here. And we missed it. Why didn't we take it? It was clean. Why didn't we take it? Because we were trading at AMD? Was that the real reason? We had space to put this position on. Look at it, man. Boom. Like perfect position. Off this 8 and 20 as well. Both 15 and 1 hour have nothing in the way. Why didn't we take it? Square. Woo. Oh yeah, that's a pretty violent drop. Combine these bars, bro. That's basically an elephant wiping out half of this grind, a third. Mark on the 15-minute could trigger. Is it valid though? 1 hour is now climbing up, surging off that 200. Disney. Could this still trigger long? Would it be worth it? Pulled back more than 50% already. Questionable. Dang, we for real missed out on this. Let's just track this bar by bar. When would it finally get out? Now or no? At 77.58? Not yet. But you would have been in at 46. 178.46. And on bar by bar, you would be out at 177.58. 88 cents on 5 lots. 440 bucks. I think it is about a bar by bar right now. Yep. Broke it. You pretty much got the lows though. This isn't even off of any support. How would you even try this counter long? It's not. This whole number is not even here. Is there something on a daily? There's nothing there. There's no support. This thing could just drop. AMD, huh? Wow. Against all odds. Against all odds, it is holding this 20. Oh my god, guys. This is it. This is it. The counter trend short or counter trend long. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. The biggest bar of the move is at the end. If I get a narrow bar right here, I'm gonna try a long. back to the MAs. If this thing stays small. This thing needs to stay small though, because now it is off of the whole number. Bro, it's not staying small, bro. I need it small. Unless I get completely messed up on this trade. This is a 20-cent bar. I could try this. But this no way this is an RBI, bro. This just came down after this. This is not igniting. This is like exhausting. Unless I'm tripping. I'll get 2 lots at 26. Bro. Shit keeps getting bigger and bigger. Stop getting bigger. 2 lots at 28 then. I'm only going to go half a risk unit on this. 2 lots at 28 on the counter trend long. I need 28. If I don't get 28, I'm not taking it. No way this is an RBI, bro, or GBI. It just might be. Skiddly bump, bump, yes, yes. Oh, I don't even know what else I could do. You out short. Boom, boom, boom. There's just potential. Nothing here, nothing here. See the daily. Trading below the 200 now. As long as it doesn't get back above it and get stuck. Oh shoot. There's a might go. I could still try 2 lots on this. It's off the whole number. Psych. This bar is so tiny, bro. 4-cent bar. Alright, I'm gonna wait for this to exhaust even more then. Because it doesn't seem to be exhausted quite yet. But wow. We should have been in this short, bro. 4, 5, 6. About to get 7 R's. That is nuts. This is off the whole number. Should I try it? Is it exhausted, y'all think? I haven't ever really tried that type of trade, so I don't know. But it was the one on Baba yesterday, right? After the 3-leg move, that's the second leg, that's the third leg, big drop right here. Boom over the top with a lot of space to the 20. that thing just kept grinding up. That's the trade I'm talking about. On Apple today, you got 1, 2, 3, exhausting bar. Maybe I'm wrong and it's not exhausting. I'm struggling to find a trade here. Like, for real, I'm struggling. The good trades were at the open. Now it's getting sloppy. Oh shoot, Apple though. Update guys, the 1 hour bar is finally filling up. 15-minute is getting close below that 50. 5-minute is changing trends. It was able to hold here. Low key, this could have been a trigger, but I'll wait for another one on the 5. I'm gonna forget this 2-minute. It's too sloppy. The 5 though could look good. And also, man, Apple, bro. This is the worst mistake of today. Not taking this perfect trade. I don't know why I didn't take it, but I didn't take it. I was trading AMD, had the chart on right around here. Could have triggered in. I rode the wave. Don't know why I didn't. Bar by bar. Would still be in. I don't know why I didn't take it. That was the biggest mistake, not taking it. Because today would have been a positive day. Perfect location, perfect event on the 5. Perfect event on the 20 or 2. So why didn't I take it? Wow. So on the 15 on Disney, it seems to have retraced almost 100%. Drop, 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 drop. This bar just triggered it just a bit above the 20, rising 20. So 2-minute is back above the 20. This needs to get above the 8. 1 hour actually already above. This one needs to get above the 20. So if all of them could be above the 20, then I could potentially look for a long on Disney. I would probably want this to get a bit more height, 20 to catch up, pull back, and then take the catch there. So that's the plan for that. AMD, UL, looks like it bottomed out here. Figure to make a new low with an extremely huge clearing elephant. So this is able to hold the 20 and clear up. I don't like this too much. It's at this 200, this. Just a lot of resistance on top. You got a square here, which might trigger long again. The big short. Might need to take a picture of this and put it in the slides just because of how beautiful it is, but boom, boom, boom. Triggered. It's doing it again here. Boom, boom, boom. But see what the difference is? This is like earlier in the trend. Don't you want to be earlier? You catch this whole thing. Chances are that it already went pretty far. On the 1 hour, this is a pretty large bar for Apple. Here. You only get these type of bars once in a while on Apple. They're not normal. Here. So you'd be pretty lucky to even catch this move, which was from 78.50-ish, 77.50-ish, 76.50. A $2 move on Apple. You would have put like How many lots? 5 lots, was it? 5 lots on a $2 move. That's okay. But right now, I think I'm gonna stock Disney. It looks really good on the 1 hour or 15. Also, the 1 hour has room to move to this. But I didn't take an entry yet because I just feel like these are less probable off the bat. I like to wait for momentum nowadays. And there's only one conflict, this 15-minute 20. But everything else, the higher time frame is good. Just waiting for this to curl up, this to drop, give me a trigger, and I'll take that. Best case scenario. And that'll be my last trade for the day. You can see clearly on the 15 how this is clearing. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 5-minute bars. That's 40 minutes of like no follow through to the downside. Gets wiped out. Could get a RBI over this if it does this, but that is not ideal location. If this pulls back, it'll probably pull back to 23, 25-ish, and hopefully it holds. Also, this, if it doesn't close above this 15-minute 8, that's trouble. If this triggers here, it'll be less probable, I think, because it's not over this 20. So it has to do this, and then maybe I take this one here, which will be more probable. Oh shoot, looks like AMD did set up. So we did say we were going to look for shorts because of this. And looks like this little hiccup was just a pullback. Right here on the 5-minute, it did trigger. So we could still look for shorts here. Preferably, this gets below the 200. Honestly, BABA looks pretty similar. This 1 hour 20. But BABA's already broken below the 200. Triggered this 180. Look at AMD. Off this 20. But it still hasn't broken below the 200. If this triggers right here over that 8, over the 20, rising 8 here, over the 20, I might try it. $48.33, so it triggered at 49 minus 32, 17 cents. Three lots. I think I'm gonna go trade half an hour. Half an hour on this because here. Oh shoot, it's triggering here. Instead of this tiny one, 43 minus 35. 8 cents. I don't know if I should take that. That thing's tiny. 43 minus 32. This pulled back, triggered here. This could be the first color change up here. So I could try that when this bar closes, and if it triggers. Disney is getting sloppy, it seems. Stop at 32. If it's able to hold this 8, that'll be better actually. But my stop would need to be at 32. This one triggers technically at 37, but maybe I could get an earlier entry on the body. 200 is there. I don't like that too much. But the 1 hour looks really good. Apple is now going sideways. If I enter at 44 minus 32, I could put like 8 lots on that. It's doing a thing though where it's trading below now. It's getting sloppy. And on a 12-cent stop, that'll stop out pretty quick. So I'm gonna chill out on that. Be back if I trigger in a trade. It might actually go. Let's try it. 8 lots at 44. My stop is at, I got it at 44. 44, my stop is at 32. Below all of this. $44 minus 32. 12-cent stop on 8 lots. $96 risk. This is the last trade for the day. Plus 8 at 83.44. Event stop at 83.32. 12 cents times 8. That looks pretty good. $32. I just learned this weekend. So boom, boom, breaks above, comes for the halt. My mentor said this is the 20, but he likes it when it catches on the rising 8 above the 20. This is what it just did. So I entered here with 8 lots over the top at 44. And a stop below this, the whole pivot at 32. So we'll see where this goes. But boom, it is the rising 8 above the 200. Be back for updates, y'all. But yeah, we are trading against resistance now. 8 or 20 there. 8 here. It's not looking good. This already should have followed through. And it didn't follow through. So it looks like we might take a full L today. AMD might trigger this GBI. If I trade this, is probably how I want to trade it. Boom, boom. Just retrace all the way back to the 20 while staying below 50%. Then drop. That's probably how I would want it. 62, 64. This just triggered already. The entry's here. What is that? Stop at 64, entry would have been at 48. 16 cent. That would have been a 6 slaughter right there with a pretty tight stop. 6 slaughter with the stop right there at 64. I think it already got 1-to-1, to be honest. Our Disney trade was so close to stopping out. It seems to have held. Maybe we got lucky again. If this could close above here and keep going, I think we should be good. We shouldn't see any more pullbacks, but you never know what price could do. So we already entered the trade with proper risk. It's only going to lose 96 bucks. But if it goes, there's a potential for a lot more. If I get 12 cents, I'm already at 1-to-1, so this thing really needs to pop up 3 more cents. Like, let's see. I'm already 1-to-1 on this. I'm up 100 bucks on the trade, basically. Got 1-to-1. I could move to break even, but I don't want to see it close above this. I'd rather have the support of this 20 and 8 than like stop out in the middle. I just think in the long term that'll be better. You know, more probable, because sometimes I might just stop out in the middle for no reason. So we'll let this run. 1 more cent and we got about 2-to-1. But this thing really just did get started, so I might just let it run. If this 20 gets to 44, my entry price, I probably will lock and break even right here. Just gonna let it do its thing. It just got started. Yo, it's coming back here for the retest. If this is able to close above this, I might as well move my stop to break even. In fact, I probably should already move my stop to break even. Because why should I take a loss after being up 200? You know? I had 200 up here, let it go back against me 200, and then lose 100 on top of that. That's crazy. So let's lock and break even. Plus, I did get a new high technically. I do have profit taking rights, even though it's nothing crazy. Because look, here is the old high. Technically, got the new high here, which is very minimal in terms of dollar and cents. It's only 20 cents. But yeah, break even. Ideally, this holds on to 8 now and gets going. If this triggers another ad here, I might just put on the rest of the size, 2 lots with a stop here. So hopefully this bar stays small like that and doesn't bust through. And the next bar does this. That'll be my ad. Otherwise, I'm taking an L for the day. $114 loss. Be back for updates. I don't know if I'm being too tight though, because this 20 isn't caught up yet, and this 8. We'll see though. This is maybe what I should have done. Take half off at 2-to-1 just to off balance this. Move my stop to break even. This way, if the trade actually does go, I'll make a lot more just because I have the whole size on. But, you know, from a risk point of view, you got a 3-bar pullback here. In 15 seconds, if this triggers 60, I'll add the last 2 lots on. So looking for 60. See if we get 60. Waiting for that 60. Waiting for that 60. Come on, hold that 8. Here we go. Come on. Let me get 60. Let me get an ad. Let me add to my winners. Let me add to my winners. Come on. 2 lots at 60 is all I'm asking. Here we go. I see 58. $59. Do I see 60? Not yet. 58. I see 58 still only. 59. I saw 60. I saw 60 there. There's 60. Triggered. Let's move my stop up to break even anyways. +2 at 83.60. Pullback color change. Off the rising 8. +10. Average at 83.47. Move stop to break even. Technically, I can move my stop under this bar at 51. This bar's low is 51. I could technically move my stop under for the event stop at 50, but I'm gonna just leave it at break even. 50. And let this thing run. You know what? I will move it under now because of the follow through I'm getting. So we'll move it to 50. And then we'll wait for this thing to move. I think it could move to this 1 hour. It didn't close the way I would have wanted it to. I'm gonna have some orders at 84 to take half of the position off. That'll give me about the 50 cent. Yeah, I'll take half of the position off there. Then we'll leave the other half to run. So we did finally get a strong close. I got 30 cents. I'll probably lock in 10 cents. 57. That's like locking in $100. And then just letting this thing run. I do have a new high. Very, very short. Very small. Ultimate goal is 84 here. No, ultimate goal is 85.50 here. But 84 here for half of the position. Lock something in. And then just trail. Because technically I am supposed to lock in the old high, right? Yeah. So I locked in 10 cents on 1,000 shares. That's $100. We got about 5 more cents till the first profit hits. So let's hope it hits. 9 more cents, 10 more cents. Looking for this thing to bust through. Bar by bar. Boom, 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 boom. You know what? That's what I'll do. I'll take 3 off at 84, and I'll bar by bar 2. So it'll be like this. Because bar by bar hasn't been able to break yet. Here, 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 here. So I'll move it to, what is this? 83, 87. Could be 40 cents. So whichever one hits first, basically. 83, 87. Bar by bar hasn't failed yet. So I think it's valid to use. Here, 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 here. I was going to take 5 off here, but I'll just bar by bar 2 under, super tight. And see if that does me better than just taking it out at 84. But we got 5 lots about to take off around this area. Be back for updates. For the remaining, I'll probably take out all of it except like 1 lot. Maybe I'll leave for the 20. But this is respecting the 8, so there's no point of me letting it get to back to this 20. I will probably lock in about 20 cents now. 67. So we'll see what happens. I do want it to like hit the TP, obviously. That'd be the best case scenario. I think it's the moment of truth, gang. It's right at the 8. It could either pop down, take off those 2 lots, or pop off right now and blast through that whole number. Ideally, the second option. Blast through that whole number. It's only 6 cents away. And the MAs are kind of going on parallel now. So I probably do want this stop to be midway between the 8 and 20 to lock in more. I think it might stop out the bar by bar right now. 2 lots. I'll probably lock in 77 here. Midway, because if this does break, it'll break the 8 and I'm trailing the 8. But if it goes, then we keep trailing. So 2 lots off at the bar by bar. Moment of truth is if this thing holds or not. Be back to update you on that. This actually might be another ad opportunity for me, just to put back the 2 lots that I took off. So we'll see if it takes out this body. I could look to get an early entry on that. Probably it just got its rest in, so I will probably remove this and just trail the bottom side. Put 2 lots back on there. Our average price is 83.57. And I'll move my stop to just under the event at 79. So either way, we're making money. 79 minus 57, I'm locking in 22 cents a lot on 10 lots, which is 220 bucks. Let this thing run. Be back for updates, yo. Alright, yo, so since the new high is here, at basically the whole number, I think I'll lock in 89. That is 32 cents a lot. So if the new high fails, let me get a 2-bar break of this first. So here, this one closes above. This one should go further. If I get that, I'll definitely tighten up my stop to 89 right here. Also, the time of day, it is about 9, like almost 2 hours and a half past the open. So I gotta take that into consideration. I was up about 50 cents there, almost. But it's not. I needed to angle out away from this MA. I needed to do this, but it's not doing that. And I don't want to give up too much. I'll probably do half of the stop manually I'll take the rest out if the 8 breaks here, 2 bar. But I'm locking in 30 cents for sure on the rest. Half of it. And we'll see. Probably will take this out. Two bar break of the 8. Let's see. Alright, yeah. I'll leave one lot for the 20, why not? So the 2 bar break of the 8 was actually here. Triggered at 85, but I got out at 83. And just for fun, I got one last lot that I'll hold for this 8 right here. And or this 20. Did I say 8? This 20 is still rising. Also this 5-minute 8. But it was valid the way I got out because why? 8 was respected. 8 was respected. 8 was respected. This bar closed below. This one went further. I'm out. Valid. Had half the position locked at 30 cents. The other half I said I was going to get out on the 2 bar break, which occurred here. And then I got one lot left for fun. Trailing this 20. Trailing this 5-minute 8. They're in the same area. And maybe I might get an egg. We'll see. If this triggers at 93, I could potentially add 2 more lots. 93. No, 4 more lots. Well, my stop has to be at 81. So I could have 6 lots. Stop will be at 81. I want to go home with at least 200 bucks today, so risking like 40 cents, 50 cents. So I have a four lots at an average price of 83.92. Event stop at 83.81. I wanted, so in fees fees today. I will probably pay around 20 bucks. So I wanted to risk 50 cents or 50 bucks on this trade at least, or at the max 50 bucks. So I could have 5 lots on at 83.91, 83.92, around there. Stop is below this, 1 cent below at 81. And it looks good on the, so this one triggered off the 2 minute. This one triggered off the 2 minute here. Pullback, it wasn't anything violent. It just broke the 8 before, because before it was just respecting the 8, but now it's on the 20. And also this came back to the 5 minute 8, which triggered here, which is the same entry basically. At 93, stop at 81. Entry at 98.2, stop at 81. Same thing basically. And price got to 97, so it most definitely triggered. Yeah, I could have 4 or 5 lots on this. 4 is good for now. If I lose 44 bucks. We'll come home with 220 bucks today, minus fees on everything, $200 day. So decent. We'll let this run, see if it does anything, and we'll be back. Might be getting an ad right here. So let's see. First color change ad at 95. Will I get the ad, or will I not get the ad? This is getting real tight on the 8 or 5 minute 8. So if it busts, it's gonna bust real quick, or it's gonna stop out. No ad yet. Might stop out. We're about to stop out, y'all. On the break of the 20. Event stop. Oh shoot, that thing's tailing out. 94 minus 82. Might add 2 lots at 95. Because that's a tail. That's an ad at 95. I'll just do two lots. If I get 95. Looking at the time and sales, I see a couple 93s there. 92s. I don't see 94s or 95s. That's a tail bar off the rising 20 though. Rising 8 on the 5 getting tight. It's not going to give us an ad. No. Okay then. Be that way. See if it stops out then. This one triggers over also at 95. I think I'll stop out on this break of the 20 right here if it doesn't trigger. It has to do one of both. Trigger the long or stop out on the break of the 20 now. It's getting tight. So the moment of truth. Yeah, it's getting flat. The time is 9:10. It's getting pretty late. I don't know if I want to add if it closes below. If this bar closes green, then sure. If it closes like this, then sure, maybe I get an ad, but if it closes below, so basically this thing needs to tail out right now, or I'm not gonna get an ad. Because this is the point where it gets sloppy and it becomes less probable. If this triggers over, I might add at 90 the rest of the size. But I'm not so sure. Should we just try it? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just added 5 lots. At around 83, 92. This goes, big win. If it loses, we lose 1 risk unit. +9. Average at 83.92. Event stop. You know what? I could tighten this up. 83. 83. Honor this one. So that's going to be a 9-cent stop, 9 lots. 81 buck loss. But if it goes and we get lucky, then we'll make a lot more money on 9 lots. Time of day, momentum is not playing out. Alright, we stopped out. Minus 81-ish bucks on that, I think. And our original stop was at 81. Did this hit 81? Not quite. So if this goes without us, which it still can on the 5, then so sad. Because our stop was here at 81. But it's a double-edged sword, you know. Would have kept us in longer by 2 cents if it doesn't trigger and possibly keep going, or we add more size on this, tying up a stop by 2 cents, and if it does go, we make a lot more money. But it didn't go. So let's see. I'll let y'all know if this stops out at 80, 81. Stop was below this, 81. Does it break below 80 basically? So not sure which way this wants to go exactly. It's getting sloppy, to say the least. Sloppy. Oh, might drop right now through 80. Could do one of two things. I didn't really need to move my stop here to 83, but when I tightened it up, I got nicked out. So far, this stop at 81 hasn't triggered, so I would still be in the trade. So on the 5-minute, it could potentially do this, and that'd be unlucky because I got nicked out of the trade. Or this just goes sideways, would have nicked out anyways. It's getting sloppy. It's not even trading over the 20 anymore. So I'd be just in that trade clinging on for my life. So I'll update y'all if it either breaks through 80 or if we get a fat igniting bar that left without us. Last update of the day. To be honest with y'all, I don't know what the update is. If for real it's going sideways. You got 82 here, 82 here, 82 here, 82 here, and a big bar. Big bar. But it looked like it was about to clear, but not big enough to show any momentum at this time of the day. So I think we'll just go back and check it during the journal review session. The 5-minute is also, that 8 is just going flat. If it does trigger, I wouldn't even want to take it here, to be honest. So yeah, we'll be back to see if price, what I could potentially see it doing is this 20 catches up, this drifts sideways, then maybe go up. I could see that happening. But flat 20, flat 8, there's just no more trade to be taken at this time of the day. Oh, let's check Apple, what it did. Oh yeah, it bottomed out there. Boom, boom, drop. Popped up, kind of held the 20, didn't really. This was our biggest mistake today. Not taking that trade without hesitation, without reservation. We skipped it. Why? Because we didn't want to make this money? Stupid. Yeah, so we'll be back to see if it broke 81, breaks down, or if it just stalls sideways until the 20 catches up, luckily, and then pops up. Because this video is getting long. Peace, guys.